Hi, welcome to Growing Homemakers. My name is Sarah. Figured it's been a little while since I've posted anything about the garden, so I'm going to give you a little garden tour. It is Friday evening. We just finished up getting our trucks loaded. Mom's going to be going to the farmer's market in Springfield, and I will be going to the one in our little town that we're close to in Ava to sell all of our seed starts. And because of that, the garden has I've not been keeping up with it, so I'm quite behind on planting everything. And Mom and Dad did a thing. You will see videos coming up for that in the next week. No matter what you come to our channel for, you are going to want to keep an eye out for these videos coming up. Also, I'm going to be posting some videos. There's been some great things going on with our buildings. So I'll be sharing those videos this week also. It's going to be very exciting week on the homestead. But right now, let me show you the garden. I don't know, you can kind of see behind me. Yeah. We've been battling rain. And because of that, like 4 or 5 days of rain we had, our garden has turned pretty much back into the raw land it originally started as. But let me show you what's going on. So this is the gate from which you would walk in from the houses. We have it separated. We've got our chicken area over here on the right. That path leads up to the pigs and is just a separate path to get around in the garden. You can really, Dad can drive his equipment up and down there. And we try to keep him out of the garden if we can. But here is the start of the garden. Sadly, it is being overrun with weeds. All of these tires and buckets do not have lovely plants, flowers, and vegetables in them, but they do have lots of weeds in them. We do have one plant. Some of our oregano came back from last year, and our chives. Sadly, that seems to be the only thing that came back. Even our cilantro over here didn't reseed itself, which I thought it was supposed to because of us being in 6B or 7A now, or whichever it is, but it did not. This is the lettuce I got planted a few weeks ago. We are trialing this weed fabric in the bed in the middle and then planting along the edges. I'm not sure I like it. I feel like we're not getting as much into the bed as we could if I didn't have the fabric down. But we have our Texas Early Grande onions on both sides. And because the green onions I planted didn't come up right over there, I threw our last 3 or 4 red onions in there. And then we have lots of lettuce. Sorry, bug in my mouth. Lots of lettuce. We have tatsoi, spinach. Sadly, my little gems did not come up. I'm going to throw something else in there, hopefully in the next day. Our merlot lettuce came up, but I do have 2 empty holes, so I'm going to plant back in those. Butter crunch, 3 of the 6 holes came up, so I got to plant there. Same with romaine. Wait, is that the romaine? Yep, so I don't have full germination. And then this red giant mustard my mom got. It's very pretty, so we're definitely excited about that. We have our garlic bed back there. The Nootka rose, which is on the right, did not come up well. I will not be buying that garlic again. Our German hardneck did really well. And then my elephant garlic, which should have been along here, didn't germinate either or come back. So I'm not sure if it's something I did or it's where I bought it from. We'll have to see. But you can definitely see how sparse this Nootka rose that I got from Baker Creek is. So probably not planting that again. And then along the edge where the cattle panel is, we planted cucumber. Now we have 4 right in there. 4 surprise cucumber. There was some labeling confusion, so we're not sure if they're pickling or they're a straight cucumber. So they end up in our garden. We do not sell those as seed starts. And then I have 4 over here, which should be labeled, but I must have put the tag on it backwards. But those 4 hiding right in there are pickling cucumbers. We have a great recipe for refrigerator pickles that we got out of a book. We will share that with you this year. Once we're getting pickles or cucumbers, but that is what's going on right there. We got walking onions or wild onions in this pot. We actually pulled them from one of our raised beds, stuck them in the pot, and they've rooted. Let's see if you can. Yep, they are in there. So I don't know what we're gonna do with them. I have 1 pot of little marvel peas. That's all I got planted before the storm came through. And 4 pots of progress number 9. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of shelling peas coming up. We are beautifully growing weeds in this bed and in those pots back there. I have a bed that we have not planted in yet. We had a couple radishes come up and we've been picking them. You can kind of see them there. And we've got some carrots going. I did start to thin them, but haven't finished. I know it doesn't look like it completely, but they are about 1.5 inches apart from each other. I'm hoping that's far enough. Our strawberry bed has been doing beautiful. See that back here. Got some German hardneck garlic to plant with it to try and keep some pests away. We haven't been getting tons of strawberries, but my little guy's been able to eat. You can actually see one right there. My little guy's been able to eat strawberries every other day, so we're getting a good amount. And I did plant some red onions in with our strawberries in a bare spot also, in hopes to help keep pests away. Mom's comfrey is doing beautifully. It's got some gorgeous flowers on it. And again, another empty bed. Another empty bed that I need to plant on. And that rain has turned anything that we don't use on a regular basis pretty much into what looks like raw land again for the most part. Problem is it's been raining, like it was raining for 4 days and then it stopped for a day or two and then it rained again for like 3 days, and I really can't get out here and plant when it's raining like it was. Here is our in-ground bed of garlic. Again, the Nootka Rose does not seem to have germinated as well as the German. I do have this row, sporadic row at the end here. That is elephant garlic. So I'm hoping that keeps doing well. We'll have to just see. Keep watching it. I did get a chance to put a little bit, as it started raining, but I got a little bit of horse manure on it that had been rested for about 5 months. So it was not hot anymore. The hoop house, kind of at a standstill. There's been some issues, having trouble trying to figure out how to attach everything. Those wooden boards on the side, though, at the top, are where we'll be able to roll up the sides of the plastic to that point. They did get a window on this end. They've managed to frame the door over there. So hopefully this week there'll be some progress. Dad's been working at my house though, so that is taking some time away from other things. We're just all trying to do what we can. And then here is our in-ground excuse me, our in-ground garden. All that green, again, it's weeds. I started picking them out over here because we're doing pole beans all along this cattle panel. Not sure what's going in these rows, but it's not staying weeds. I have cauliflower under this row cover. I'm going to put cabbage interspersed with some herbs to try and keep cabbage worms away. and some celery. And under this, this row cover at the end, I have broccoli under it. So I'll show you in a garden video I do at the end of this coming week, after I hopefully get everything planted in here, or most of it. I will show you what's under the row covers, but it's a little late at night to uncover them. And there was a hill we walked past. It's not a huge hill, but kind of right here. The hoop house is sitting on top of it. I'm going to do something really fun with our squash, hopefully, and melons, and plant them on the hill, and then they can just grow down the hill. I'm going to put some biodegradable weed fabric down. Maybe I'll manure first, biodegradable weed fabric, straw, and then do mounds, and we'll plant our squash and melons into that. I'm really excited about that. We do have one sad thing, and I'm not sure why this is happening. Let me show you. My Backx Choy is all bolting. It should not be bolting. It has not been hot enough. I mean, it's been hot, but not hot enough. And it's all bolting, not just some of it. Let's see if you can see even in there. See. It is bolting. I don't know why. And everything you look at says temperature could cause it, watering, stress. There's something eating it. I'm more worried about the bolting. More worried about the bolting than the something eating it, sadly. But I just don't know what to do about that. We'll have to see if any of them do head up, but it's not looking promising. So if you have any suggestions on why my Backx Choy might be bolting, I'd really appreciate that. Just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I think I'm going to lose it. Now, if we had shade cloth strips, I might be able to put that over them, but we do not. We only have the huge shade cloth that would go over the greenhouse or the hoop house that we're building. So I probably won't be able to get more shade cloth in time to really help the Backx Choy if it does all bolt. I'll probably just try and let it go to seed and save the seed. I believe it's an heirloom seed. I'll have to check the packet. And then we'll replant in the fall. The Backx Choy did really well in the fall last year, so hopefully I'll still have success with it this year in the fall. And as you can see back there, these are all the plant starts. It looks really bare right now because we packed up for the farmers markets already. So both of our vehicles are loaded with tons and tons of plants. We're starting to get a little low on plants compared to what we started with. And then once we hopefully get stuff planted in the ground this week, we'll even have less plants. Oh, I forgot to show you something. Hold on. Right before a big storm, probably not the best time to plant it, but I did get a bunch of our cherry tomatoes planted in the ground. I just took some old feed bags, cut them up in half, put them down, put a thick layer of compost down. We have a yellow pear, blue cream berry, Chadwick cherry, super sweet 100, and then they just start to repeat. Here's a blue cream berry, a Chadwick cherry, and I should have room for 2 more down at the end there. So I'm very excited about that. So that's very exciting. Hopefully, because I planted right before a rain, I didn't damage them too much with any disease. Fingers crossed. We had disease problems last year. But that is a short garden tour. I will do another one at the end of this week to show you all the things that I've hopefully gotten done. I don't think it's projected to rain a lot, but that can always change. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to comment on what you think about what we're doing in the garden, or any suggestions or helpful tips. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.